Hey there, it's Trish. Let's talk about the Tactile Sensory and Interactive Engagement promotion from USPS. This is my personal favorite, and that's because it's kind of the world that I live in. All sorts of engagement strategies and sensory techniques to, make people look at your mail and get interested in it. So this one's a lot of fun. So I'm going to talk about first the basics of this promotion, and then we're going to get into some cool examples and requirements. This one has a lot more options and requirements, okay? So this is a 6-month promotion. It starts February 1st and it goes through July 31st. And the enrollment actually started last year. So it started December 15th of 2016 and it goes through June 30th. So just important to note that it goes through June 30th, and your savings is 2% of eligible postage, which is most of the promotions for USPS are for 2%. And this very critical detail though on this one is very specifically for USPS marketing mail, regular and nonprofit marketing mail. So that's the one thing that's a little surprising to me. I have to be honest, some of these formats and techniques are so cool, I would probably personally want to send them first class, but this is important to note, this is only for marketing mail. So keep that in mind as we're going through. So let's take a look at some examples. All right, let's break it down a little bit here. There are 3 engagement categories for this promotion. So specialty inks, specialty papers, and interactive elements. And within these categories are lots of kind of ins and outs with regard to what counts and what doesn't. And so they might be a little bit deceiving as categories at first. My impression of what they might mean versus when I read a lot deeper and did some research, 2 entirely different things. So it's definitely worth checking out postalpro.usps.com/promotions. And also USPS created a site called irresistiblemail.com. They have a lot of visuals and ideas and guidelines there as well for not only this one, but also the technology related promotion. So that's really cool. So if we're looking at the inks, specialty inks, for example, what they're not talking about is spot fluorescence, high gloss varnish. They're not talking about spot metallics, different things like that. What they're really talking about is that next level of specialty ink. They're talking about inks that might, change color when they have pressure applied to them, or heat, or light, or liquid. They're looking for the really kind of high-tech, cutting-edge side of ink. So know that. Take a look at that. For the specialty papers, they're not really looking for creative paper use. They're looking for using paper in a really creative way, infusing it with scent, speakers and chips and sound chips, and even edible components, stuff like that. They're definitely looking for that kind of next level of paper usage. And the third category, interactive elements. This is definitely up my alley. I live in this space. So this is not kind of creative formats like iron cross folds. This isn't kind of your everyday interactive elements like zip strips, kind of like the paper zipper. It's not peekaboo panels and die cuts and scratch offs and samplers and things like that. It has nothing to do with that. They're looking for pieces that you actually have to interact with, twist and pop and move and change, things that you really have to interact with. So I have 2 cool samples from my friends at Structural Graphics to kind of illustrate this. So this is a product that they offer called the Flapper, and this one qualifies. And so it's kind of this rotating infinity fold. It's actually really fun. This one in particular, they even tipped on a gift card as well on here. So lots of things you can do with these, but they just kind of keep going and going. And then this is called a book cube, and it ships flat. And then when you open it, a cube pops up. Very fun. So very dimensional type of piece that you interact with. You can find more ideas at structuralgraphics.com. You can also just do a generic search like dimensional mail, things like that you can do, and you can find companies that do all sorts of things like this or ideas. So there's lots of different things that you can do there. One key thing, anything that you do on any of these categories, it has to be visible and distinguishable. It's something that they're very strict about. It can't be something subtle that people might miss. So just make sure that whatever you're doing is obvious, visible, distinguishable. Check out irresistiblemail.com for more information and ideas, and also postalpro.usps.com/promotions. The overarching kind of common regulations are at the end of this video. All right, so good luck. Thanks for watching.